scrappy friends. This is Shannon here. Today I am going to put together a spread for my Life Crafted album. I'm going to do a 2-up pocket on the right side, and the left side will be a kind of a full page type spread. So I've already gone and cut my white cardstock down to size and done my 3-hole punching there. I have also done a sketch of what I want to do to kind of make the process a little bit easier. So I've gone ahead and sketched all of that out where I'm going to put my photos and some embellishments. And sometimes I just find that helps make the process a lot easier, especially when you're kind of short on time and scrapping in bits and pieces here and there. I have also printed out my photos. So I'm going to put them where they are, and I've already written out my journaling. So that makes the process a little bit easier there as well. So what I've done is I have gone and I have picked out kind of the supplies I wanted to use. I went through my kit, picked out some chipboard, some pattern paper, labels just in case, some of this puffy leather, always have stamps available, love stamping, and then just some little ephemera. This is a mix of what came in the kit and some printables. Again, this is from the Night and Day kit. So now that I've showed you all of that, let's get started.
All right, so like I showed you, I have already sketched out my design. So here I'm just kind of seeing how I want the pattern paper to look at the top. I've cut my strips down, and now we are going to adhere them to the top so they make a nice little colorful border up there. I'm gonna go ahead and stick them down. I decided I liked the blue on top. You'll see at the end that the whole look of this page is very monochromatic with the blues and the greens. That was what most of the nighttime supplies in the kit were. So I'm going to trim that down to size, and now I have my nice little border. Now I'm going to take my photo and all of my ephemera and everything like that, and I'm going to lay it out. The way that I like to design pages is to kind of lay everything out on there, get everything layered up the way that I like it without adhering anything down first. It gives me the wiggle room to kind of move things around, see how I like things, move things here and there, and see what looks good. Here you'll see I'm kind of moving that label around, seeing where I like it, and I'm sticking very close to the sketch that I made. Now I made the sketch because it makes things so much easier when I'm putting pages together. Right now I am stuck at home with my kids because we are in quarantine, and I don't have a whole lot of time to work. So by sketching things out, I'm able to put together a page. This page came together in about 15 minutes. So I'm adding my little star embellishments now around the photo, just to give it a little bit of movement on the page, help your eye move around and draw more attention to the photo, and a little sign there that says love. Now I'm going to stamp. I did practice my stamping last night before I recorded this video, just to make sure that I liked the way that the words looked. You'll see here that I'm combining some of the stamps. And if you have this stamp set, you'll notice on the back side of the package are a whole bunch of suggestions for different phrases you can put together, different ways you can mix and match the stamps, and it really makes it easy to stretch the stamp set and stretch your imagination. So this is what I have decided to do in the still of the evening. It goes with my sunset pictures and everything like that. And I am going to go ahead and get my stamping done. So you'll see there, I've mentioned this in previous videos, I stamp on a paper piercing pad. It's similar to a mouse pad. It has some give and it makes a much cleaner image when I stamp. So I'm putting my phrase together there. And I always practice before I stamp. I believe here I am looking for a piece of paper to practice on. So I'm going to ink up and do my practice stamp. and then go ahead and put the pad underneath my page and do some more stamping on the page there. We're going to line it up right at the top. I kind of wanted it off-centered a little bit to go with where I will eventually place my cluster of photos and everything. And here, when I put the stamp down, it kind of wiggles on me a little bit, and I definitely don't have a perfect image of the moon. But that's the risk you take when you stamp. Sometimes it's not perfectly perfect, and I'm okay with that because we're human, right? And nothing is going to be perfect all the time. And so that's that. I have my little saying up at the top with those stars. I can see using that star cluster on so many pages. I think it is the perfect little stamp, a cute little embellishment that will go with a lot of my layouts. Now that I have my stamping done, it is time to finally adhere my cluster together. So I just kind of go from the back layer and then move forward, getting things stuck together and trying not to stick them to the page on accident as I am putting them together. It doesn't come out exactly like I had it laid out before I adhered it, but that's okay. It still looks good in the end. I think that the top of this tab here is sticking up a little bit farther than I had wanted, but that's okay. And here I kind of use these labels to just bring a little bit more color to the page. I was offsetting a word strip that I'm about to adhere with that label there, and I don't think I've ever done this before. I'm usually writing or stamping in my labels, but it adds a little bit more white space, especially since I am using darker colors. And I'm going to line that up right against the edge of my page here. Now, I wasn't paying attention, and I just stuck that love right to the back of my background there, and before I stuck the rest of everything else to it, and that's okay. So I have to pull everything out to adhere it, but it worked. So, you know, we all make mistakes sometimes while we're crafting. I was still able to place it exactly where I wanted, and I lined it right up against the side. So I have my stamps on one side of the page and my cluster on another. And I love doing this setup with a full page on one side and a 2-up pocket on the other. That full page just kind of feels like a mini layout to me and is really nice and easy to put together. And I'm going to add my final touch with these wonderful puffy leather stickers. These are in a great neutral color, so they can go on anything. They'll go with any kit. And they have such great versatile phrases on them. And that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed my video.